The Nets traded for James Harden. The Nets get Harden and a second-round pick. Rockets get 4 first-round picks from the Nets, or 3 from the Nets, 1 from the Bucks, 4 pick swaps with the Nets, and they also get Oladipo. Cavs get Jared Allen and another like utility player. Pacers get LeVert and a pick. Good trade for the Nets. They had to do it. Their team wasn't really winning too much. Kyrie was, who knows what's going to happen with Kyrie. Dinwiddie went out. They had to do some type of move. They couldn't just stay together as they were. And trading for Harden, top 5 player in the NBA, is never a bad deal. So shout out to the Nets. Good trade. They get one of the top 5 players in the NBA. Great move. For the Rockets, maybe they could have gotten more. There's 4 first-round picks, 3 from the Nets, 1 from the Bucks. They're going to be in their late 20s for the most part, so we'll see, unless the Nets just completely fall on their face. So 4 picks in the late 20s. How valuable is that? I don't know. If they trade them, I think they have more value if they trade them to other teams than if they keep them. But we'll see what they do with those 4 pick swaps with the Nets. The Nets should be good for the next 3 to 5 years. So maybe 2-3 of those you don't use them. Your pick will be worth more than the Nets. So you won't trade. You won't swap them. So how much value in those 4 pick swaps? Oladipo is cool, but he's on an expiring contract. Are you gonna pony up the money to keep him at the end of this offseason? We'll see. Not a bad haul. I think they could have gotten better. They could have gotten Simmons. I'm not that high on Simmons. All right, you don't get Simmons, but we'll see. We'll see how you do it. I like the trade more for the Sixers than for the Rockets if they get Simmons. But was there other packages out there? Could they have gotten Brown? Could they have gotten somebody from the Celtics? I don't know. But for the circumstances that Harden did that press conference the day before the trade, not a bad haul for the Rockets. So B plus for the Rockets. Cavs get Jared Allen. Good for them. Pacers get LeVert. And in his physical, they discovered a little mass on his kidney or something like that. It might be cancer, they're saying. Hopefully it's not. I don't even want to say it, but hopefully it's not. So prayers up for LeVert. Thank God for this physical that discovered it. So maybe this trade helped him out just because they were able to find it. So best of wishes for LeVert. I hope it's nothing and he's able to return to the NBA court promptly. But the Nets, in their first game with Harden, they beat the Magic 122-115. Durant had 42, 5, and 4. Harden had a 30-point triple-double, 32, 14, and 12. Both players looked dominant. Harden was looking for Durant. They were connecting. Pick and pop. That Durant and Harden pick and roll is going to be lethal. Even when Harden doesn't use Durant as a screener for a pick and roll, he still finds him. Very excited to see how they play. Their defense is a concern without LeVert. Their depth is a little bit of a concern. Dinwiddie's out. LeVert's no longer there. But some other players have been picking up the slack as of right now. So I'm very, very excited to see how they play out. 3 ball handlers, though. Is there enough basketballs for all 3 of them? Personally, I don't think Kyrie is going to finish the season with the Nets. I think he gets traded to some other team and they get some quality like 3-and-D players, or they just fill out the roster and you just go into the playoffs with Durant and Harden. That should be enough to at least get you to the Eastern Conference Final and play the Bucks or the Heat or the Celtics, whoever makes it there. But very excited to see if they do keep Kyrie and they keep this big 3. Who takes the back seat? I don't know. Do they all get their points? Do they all get like their 28-point average that most of them get? I think Kyrie's a little lower, like 25. But does Durant keep his 28? Harden, he was pushing 30s. I know he's going to go down. Very excited. Kind of scared, too, to see if this works out. I know Durant and Harden are really buddy-buddy. Kyrie and Durant are supposed to be really cool. But Kyrie, he's been gone. He's been at clubs celebrating his sister's birthday. Harden's been at clubs celebrating his friend opening a new business or something. I don't know. It just seems like a lot of personalities, a lot of egos in the Nets locker room right now. Durant, Harden, and Kyrie. I'm hopeful it works out just because it's a lot of talent and I want to see talent thrive. But as a Laker fan, I still think the Lakers are a better team. They have better chemistry. They have better defense. But if we get a Nets Lakers finals, I would be more than happy. And I'm kind of rooting for that. I want to see that happen. But good trade for the Nets. We'll see how it plays out. We'll see if they keep Kyrie. Personally, I think he's going to get traded. And personally, I do think the Nets will make it to the Eastern Conference final. And most likely the NBA final representing the East.